Hey, what is up, disc golfers? Today on Iceberg TV, I have for you guys an upshot disc unlike any other. I've got the brand new Neon from Loof Discs. You should already notice this disc features an extreme puddle top, and this was by design. Loft let me know that they put an extreme puddle top on this disc so it has extreme wind resistance, so you can have an upshot disc that's not wildly overstable like a Zone OS, but still offers extreme wind resistance, which could be extremely useful when approaching the basket. It's very like zone, between a zone and a harp-esque. The flight numbers are going to be a 3-1-0-3. So we're looking at very minimal glide, a very extreme fade. And yeah, it features this, I mean, they're all like this. At first when I opened it, I was wondering if they did this on purpose or if something happened in the mail. But no, we have an extreme puddle top. More puddle top than I've ever seen from any other disc. Let's see how they fly. Oh, that is interesting. That doesn't dump nearly as much as an A2. That actually surprises me. That is a really unique flight for a disc this stable. Or I guess with a disc with that much wind resistance. Okay, these actually might be really good. It's interesting, they fly really slow. They're very torque resistant, but they're not dumpy. They actually might be onto something here. I'll be totally honest, I was a little bit skeptical at first of the feel in hand with the extreme puddle top. It is a fairly unique feel, but just after throwing it 3 times, if it offers the wind resistance that they said that it does, which I'll have to go out on a different day and test them because it's not super windy today. It doesn't really ever get that windy here. But when it does, I'll go out and test these guys in the wind as well. But if it does offer the wind resistance they claim it does, with that more mild fading flight, they could have an absolute winner on their hands. And myself, and probably all of you, bag a wildly overstable approach disc. So we have that confidence that it can fight the wind. But what if a company made a disc that was that much more controllable, where it had more of a mild fade, but still had that wind resistance that you could truly rely on? I really feel like they actually could have done something special here. It just has such a mild flight. Let's see how they fly on a forehand. I think they feel better on forehand than they do on backhand. Let's put it out nice and flat. It's going so much straighter than I thought it would. It's hard to make an upshot disc that actually has a truly unique and special flight. These might be absolutely perfect. These are really cool flyers. We got the flex. There was no point in that flight where it wanted to like burn over on me. One of the things that I really appreciate about Loft is that they take risks. They took risk with the Boreum. They're taking a risk with the Neon. And they're not afraid to have discs that are unlike any other. And I think eventually they're going to come out with just something that's totally unique that becomes a must-have in everybody's bag. And I think if you come out with the right disc that's just unique enough, it could become a staple in any open player's bag. And I'm actually really, really impressed with the flight of the Neon so far. And all discs from Loft, not just this one, feature extremely smooth edges on their plastic. They have no rough edges, no flashing. The plastic is of the highest quality no matter what mold you get. And I was really enjoying the feel in hand of the titanium yesterday. And now I'm continuing to enjoy the feel in the hand of the Neon as well. Again, no flashing. Again, very smooth edges, very comfortable in my hand. And holy cow, these are actually super solid. I wasn't sure if I was going to like these because it's hard to show you guys how puddle toppy it actually is, but it's literally a reverse pop top. Like, I've never seen a disc that's a reverse pop top like that. Let's throw a few more forehands. I'm really going to ante them just to show off some of this torque resistance. It just flies like a more torque resistant and more controllable berg. This just has that perfect pan out where you're gonna land flat much more often than not. Oh, I slipped. Even with the slip, we got a perfect throw. I love how straight they're going, but with extreme torque resistance. That is a very special upshot disc. Anyway, guys, massive props and shout out to Loft Discs. The Neon is a truly special upshot disc. This is a disc that's going to go straight into my bag. I've been toying around with a lot of different upshot discs. I really love the Zone Ringer, the Zinger. I really love the Houdini from Gateway. I really love the Prodigy A2, but I think each disc was always lacking in some aspect of the flight, whether it just wasn't torque resistant enough where I could trust the flex, you know, it's a little too straight, or, you know, something like the A2 or the Zone OS. They're just so overstable and skippy that you're not gonna get that flat landing that you're looking for. Because you really don't want skips, you don't want rollaways, you want something that's gonna always land nice and flat. This thing is so low glide, but still nice and straight, but also torque resistant. It appears to be the best of all worlds. So this is a disc I'm actually really excited to add to my bag. And it feels a little bit unusual at first, but you guys saw, I mean, those are all my very first throws and I had no problems throwing it right away. Extreme puddle top upshot disc. Let's throw a few shots up to this basket here. Let's see if we can throw one in. Very low glide. I love how low the glide is. That's gonna increase the amount of error you can make and still leave you close to the basket. There's a lot less things that can go wrong with this disc in comparison to some other upshot discs. All right, first one a little short, last one a little long. Let's put this one right in. I love how they want to land so flat. They want to get to flat and then stop. And that's absolute best case scenario when you're approaching the basket. We've got an absolute winner. The Neon from Loft Discs, I think, is a must-have upshot disc. And I am thrilled to add that to my bag. That's definitely going to be my main upshot disc because I see the potential of how it can improve my game with how consistent of a flyer it is, how controllable, how low glide it is, and how torque resistant it is. Again, next time it's super windy, I'll get out and throw it into some severe headwinds. And that'll be the true test if it can really handle wind, just like Loft claims. But based on the way it was flying today, I have no doubt that's going to be an absolute great flyer in the wind as well. Shout out to Loft for sending me the discs for today's video. Also, shout out to my sponsor, bergsdiscsports.com. If you're interested in getting a bag for yourself, Ice 20 saves you 20% on the website. We're also looking for some more amateur ambassadors for our amateur team going into the 2024 season. So you can send me an email. Right here's my email address. Shoot me an email. Let me know your goals for the 2024 season and what your game plan is. I hope to get you guys on the team. And yeah, go check out Loft Discs. The Neon is absolutely incredible. I'm super stoked and thrilled with how it was flying today. I'll see you guys in the next video, and take care.